Maresca will become one of the greatest managers in the Premier League. Calm down, calm down. Now, in this video, I'm going to explain to you the main reason why I made that statement. But before we enter that side, now you see Chelsea will be playing Bournemouth on Saturday. And you see Maresca was like in a pre-match interview. Now, in that pre-match interview, they asked Maresca some kind of question. Like, in fact, at some point, I was like, come, they really need to, like, all these guys, all these interviewers, people that are asking questions, they really need to, like, sort them out. Because at some point, sometimes, all these people, they used to have, like, some kind of stupid questions. Now, one of the questions they asked Maresca was, come, Maresca, are you sure all these your rotations that I used to do, are you sure it's not because of this thing that made you to lose that Leeds game? Are you sure it's not because of this rotation that I used to do? Now, Maresca answered them and said, come, the players that did not play in that game, the players cannot play. It's not like if I just feel like doing rotation. The players that did not play that game, the players, they cannot play. Because as you see us now, we are trying to manage the players that we have. And most players, they cannot play between 3 to 4 games interval, which is play one game midweek and still play again during the weekends, or play during the weekends and still play again during midweek. So most of these players, they can't do that. So me now, my job now is to say, okay, you that you cannot do it, okay, rest. They let another person take your spot to manage these guys so that they will not have stupid injuries. I don't know if you get. Now, after Maresca said that, they're like, okay, no problem. Now, they still ask another question. Like, see, these questions that they used to ask this guy, I'm like, are you sure you, as a journalist, you are into football, or you are just looking for way to, like, you're just finding talk in Maresca's mouth? Now, they now ask Maresca another question that, you see that loss to Leeds? Are you sure that the main reason that made you to lose to Leeds, are you sure it's not because you don't have experience in your team, like your players are inexperienced? Now, Maresca's answer will show that this guy is an intelligent man. You cannot tell me I don't have experienced players in my team. Currently, if you look at my team, we have experienced players. We have the like of Caicedo. But this way you're even talking about experienced players. I've understood something about this league that, once you mistakenly lose a game, they will look for any reasons, just cook up any reasons to say, okay, this is the main reason why this person lost the game. Because when you look this season, when we were winning Barcelona, we were piping Barcelona, giving them cha. Nobody talked about experience. Nobody said that, oh, Maresca scored, inexperienced players, all these players are inexperienced. Nobody mentioned it. When we were drawing Arsenal with 10 man, nobody spoke about, oh, the players are inexperienced. Nobody said anything about that. In the Club World Cup, when we're banning PSG, which is current Champions League winners, nobody said anything. But now, just because we lost against Leeds, then the next thing you're saying, oh, are you sure it's not because I don't have experienced players? See, when Maresca was saying this thing in my mind, I was just like, what of Manchester United that have experienced players? Bruno, Casemiro. Where are they? It's just not ahead of us in the league. What's going on with this video? If you have stayed up to this point, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Now, guys, you see this part. This is the part that made me to understand that, you see Maresca will become one of the greatest managers in the Premier League. Now, Maresca said something during that pre-match conference, talking about why he lost, like one of the reasons why he lost against Leeds, and maybe his regrets against Leeds. Now, he said something that, one of his regrets, or one of his main regrets in that Leeds game is not starting Joshua Achimpong. That's like one of his great regrets, not starting him. And he now gave a valid reason. And when you think of it, this reason is actually valid for like a normal scenario. Like if you yourself, you think of it deep. You start, nah, it's true, bro. Your reasons are valid. Now, he said something that before the game, they have watched videos, do analysis, because you know, all these coaches, what they do is that before every game, they analyze the team that they are going to play and look for strategies to like contain those teams, make sure that those teams does not exploit them, look for ways, different scenarios, like ways to like make sure that they exploit that team's weakness. And now he said that he noticed something that you see Leeds, they know how to play all these area balls, long balls, and the rest. It was not like, okay, you know what? Since these guys are their main style is long balls, area balls, like all this long. Okay, you know what? Why don't I just use like 3 top players, which is the likes of Chalaba, the likes of Bandashil, and Tosin? But at the end of the day, you see, said I still started all these guys, but they still chop us. What this thing means is that, this guy sees that, come, I made a mistake. Like, you see this thing, I made a mistake. And as he made a mistake, he's owning to that mistake, saying it publicly that, come, I own this mistake, I made a mistake, and next time something like this will not happen. Something that makes someone a great person is when you can identify that, oh, I am wrong, and try your best to make sure that you see that mistake you made, you don't repeat it again.
If you've not still subscribed, kindly hit on the subscribe option. It's going to be on this part of your screen. Smash on the like button, give this video a thumbs up. Stay tuned for our next updates, and you're watching Everything Football.